our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeETTE Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeETTE was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeETTE Renee.
Monday morning, everybody. This is DeETTE here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Coming to you every Monday morning with words of wisdom, words of enlightenment from Spirit. I always like to come on in and just kind of start our Monday morning with a bang. Things to work on, things to look at throughout the week. Good morning, Keith. Good morning. You have a great day, too. I know you always pop in to say hi and get off to work. Good morning, Tim. Good morning. I decided to wear my glasses this morning so I could better read. It's been a rush of a morning already. Can't even tell you why, because there was no reason for it. There really was no reason for a rush, but there seemed to be one. And I do apologize, everybody, if you feel I'm not getting to your comments or not seeing your comments, because I'm really not seeing the comments. After the show, I go over to Facebooks, several different Facebooks, to see who has commented, who has said stuff. So again, I apologize for whatever reason. Even though we have the links out and about to everybody, they're not getting to everybody's. They're not coming into me. They're just not coming into me. So I apologize for that right off the bat. Every week, it seems we're getting more viewers, more comments. And again, I'm not seeing that here. I do apologize. Hopefully I can read this morning. Hopefully I can read. So we're just going to get started here in a second. As soon as I get my fingerprints off my glasses. Again, it's just been a rush morning for us. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop up my own Facebook so that I can kind of see. I also want to send a quick prayer out, ask for prayers out to for Janesville, Wisconsin. Janesville, Wisconsin was hit this last weekend with tornadoes, which just, it wasn't nice. It wasn't fun, but it was hit with it. And a lot of damage, guys. Just a lot of damage was done to the tornado or to the area. A lot of people just kind of going, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? Trying to get their own lives straight after all of this. So there is that. So if we can send a quick prayer out to a whole lot of, just a whole town, a lot of people coming together, and bring that, oh my gosh, bringing that, helping everybody, just a little added extra support to everybody to say, hey, we're here with you. We're sending prayers and we're hoping for the best. It's been a lot of people out helping the community, helping to get things together. So, and bring us back together. So if y'all could do that, I appreciate it. I also just shared this to my own personal Facebook page so that hopefully I can see some comments from some people, because normally I'm not getting the comments. So I'm not seeing the comments. So maybe this way I can do that. Okay, let's get the chair ready, because it's just easier for me to put my feet up, kind of talk, get a little bit comfortable. Okay. And as always, guys, I still haven't grabbed the new magazine out. I've got the box. I've opened the box. But here's the new magazine, or the Edge Network magazine. Here's two of the issues. These are so far this year's issues of, as you know, well, it's not even the complete year's issues. The magazine comes out every other month. It goes to, I can't even tell you how many drop spots across the United States, which is awesome. We've got some amazing partnerships and collaborations going. And I'm so happy to tell you guys. I'm so happy to tell you guys this, that I have had a beautiful partnership with the Edge magazine, creating the Edge network and building this network to the glory it's going to be. I've also been a part of an amazing, amazing production company called THRU Productions out of Chicago. Dearly love Adrian. And the president and his daughter Adriana and everybody there at THRU. I can't even name them all. There's just a beautiful core team of which I am part of, and they have come together. They've come together for some beautiful collaborations, and you're going to see some amazingness from the magazine, the network, and THRU coming together. And it's just a beautiful thing happening. So it's going to take a little bit of time in the works because all great things take some time. But again, it's a beautiful coming together. We also have some amazing decks that are going to be coming in recent weeks because I've gotten a few and I'm so excited about that. I'm not going to show them too soon. Why? Because if I do, yeah, you know what happens? I spoiled the surprise. This week we are using the Goddess Power deck. The Goddess Power deck. I love this deck. I really do love this deck. And I'm so happy it's been sent to me so we can bring it to you guys. And as always, I do use Neil Diamond Walsh's book for that inspiration. And I always think it's funny because, guys, last week during the break, I literally say to God, I say to Spirit, I say to whoever else is out there listening, my guides, what do we need next week? And I do say we, as in anybody listening to the show. That's my intention, is anybody listening to the show. What do we need? Excuse me. Apparently, I'm not going to like what I'm reading this week. I open it up. I put a bookmark in. I close it. And then literally after the show, when I make the event, I open up to wherever that bookmark was. I read a couple of words. I put that on there for the message. Get kind of like the thumbnail picture. So we all have kind of like a hint. But I don't actually read the words because, quite frankly, I don't want to read them until this week. Why? Because it's incredible. Because I also have this intention, even though I am going with this through with you guys. It's not like, I get all this wonderful wisdom while I'm talking to you guys, and some things I know already in my head, and a lot of stuff is given to me, through Spirit, because I just become this open channel, and they give me so much. And just as they're giving it to you to kind of work on and look at, I'm working on that stuff too. It's kind of like, wow, I get the double wing, of this. But I'm always blown away because when I open this book and I read it to you guys, I see so much of my last week where Spirit has been giving me those, hey, you need to look at this. Hey, you need to look at that. This is next week's stuff. And I'm seriously blown away. I'm seriously always blown away. So I love it. And as you guys know, the deck tends to go with whatever we've talked about. And it doesn't matter what deck I pull. Because when I'm opening these decks, I'm opening brand new. It's not like I'm coordinating a deck with what we're doing. The reading a lot of times goes with it. And it's Spirit's way of going, here you go. Here you go. This is what we're looking at. So let's open to our page. If I am tying balloons today, guys, it's because I got the grandson. What the heck are you doing? That's pretty cool. That's pretty inventive. Do you need me to tie that one or no? No? Okay. So here is the picture. It is short and sweet this week. Short and sweet. And I sometimes love the short and sweet. Sometimes I don't, because when it's short and sweet. Hey, Paula.
Hey, Nanny, this is great because I put this in it.
Yeah.
It won't blow up.
I think it's pretty awesome.
And we put some air in this, and I think the weight will go down from a building.
Oh, boy. Okay. Nani's working, honey, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you watch your tablet?
Yes.
Thank you, buddy. He's putting a balloon in a old Kleenex box and blowing it up, and then it's coming out. It's kind of stuck. It's kind of cool. He's very inventive for 4 years old. No. You're naked. Everybody else see ya. You got no clothes on. Yeah, I know. So don't come back here. There's a whole world to see your booty. Okay? Okay, so it says, I don't know if I need my glasses for this or not. It says, when you are being attacked, try to see the deeper picture. All people are doing the best they can at any given moment. No one truly desires to hurt another because I've told you before, all attack is a call for help. Wow. Wow. Is that ever? And we're going to talk both sides of this, not just one side. And it's incredible that, wow, this is incredible that this is coming up, because this has really been a lot in my life over the last, I can't tell you how many days, where I have seen this, accounts of it, not been a part of it, thank goodness, but been a part of it, whether it, well, watching other people attack other people, watching it online, watching it around me, just even in my own mind, guys, even in our own mind, we do these things in our mind that go, hey, I don't know why somebody's doing that, blah, blah, blah. And then stopping and going, wait a second. Hey, I will tie it, but keep your butt over there. So, and what I mean by that is, gosh, he's got a lot of, see guys, this is what he's doing. It happened to me this morning, and you know what? I am not of perfect grace. I am not of perfect stature, and I'm definitely not a perfect person. And I get the thoughts just like everybody else does. What I do with those thoughts sometimes are different than what other people do. And that's, like I said, I am far from perfect. If I was perfect, I would not be here in this life anymore. Okay. And it did happen this morning because, somebody I know that I don't really trust. I did trust, and I no longer trust. Go watch your tablet, buddy. Came into my mind. And they do a lot of amazing things. I am not going to take that from them in any way, shape, or form. But I thought to myself, oh my God, I would never do that. I would never go with that person, because God, the trust and how they talk bad about people behind their back that they don't even know. And, they're always saying, oh my God, it's first come, first serve. But really, they're doing this big hype online about it. And honestly, they're pre-selling almost the whole entire thing behind the scenes, because they're only pre-selling to who they want to go with them. And then they put this big hype out only if there's a couple of spots to fill, or they put the big hype out to show that they're doing this and trying to make them look bigger than what they actually are. Because really, they've already sold the thing out. It's what they do. It's a ploy. And I thought, oh my God, how, why would you do that? And in my head, I had a lot of really not very nice thoughts. And I had to stop myself, because honestly, energetically, I was attacking this person. Energetically, I was putting out to this person nothing but negative. And how can I go, oh my gosh, they're doing some amazing things in one thought, and negatively attack them in another thought? And I literally went, stop, cancel, all of that. And I literally went, what's a more positive way of doing this to put out? Let me see. I may not care for what they do or how they do it, but wow, what a brilliant business strategy, because they are making themselves look like they're super busy and super wanted. Beautiful business strategy. And I know I know everybody's thinking not ethical, blah, blah. Not that ethical isn't there. I'm just going to put it out that it's a beautiful business strategy. Anyway, and number two, gosh, I would love to do those type of things. Wow, what an incredible thing. I would love to do those. I would love to do these retreats for myself, to take a bunch of people to exotic places, all over the world. And when I mean exotic, I mean Ireland, England, Bali, China, wherever. Exotic places, not just like the Caribbean, because to me, everybody goes to the Caribbean, but places, and the Caribbean's awesome, don't get me wrong, because I'm going on a cruise there. It's a psychic sea cruise, which is going to be truly healing. But just to where it is not where you're going to the general public, but where you're going to, or general area, but where you're creating these destinations that are just beautiful and mystical and healing, places that are just that paradise that everybody wants, and allowing people to join you, where I can do a reading for people and a healing for people, and still explore and be in that place and do daily meditations and And all of it, just to have a beautiful experience for people for, say, 9 days someplace. Wow. And I thought, you know what? That's what I needed to be thinking, and allowing that person to inspire me to do that versus the thought I had in my mind initially. And I was so happy that Spirit came in and went, DeETTE, stop. What is it you're really looking for? Oh, I'm jealous because I've never done this. And wait a sec, why am I jealous? Oh, why? Because I would like to do this. And it brings it into perspective. It just brings it back to you to go, wow, wait a second. And then having it, hello, darling, good morning. And having that come into your mind and then go, wait a second, I can do this. Whoa, I can do this. And then getting the idea. So it's taking this negative and realizing what that negative is. So you always see this. We talk about this to our children. We talk about this to other people. And we say, you know what? When somebody is picking on you, it's because they're jealous of you. They're picking on you because they want attention. They don't want you to get the attention anymore. They want the attention for themselves. And as we always say, bad attention is better than no attention at all. And that is not just for little ones. That's for adults. And as I just talked about my story, that happens in a lot of different ways. We always think about it as, the verbal out in your mind. The verbal, we always think of that as an attack, as a verbal thing. As, you see online, people calling out other people, or, who we're talking about, blah, 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 without actually naming them. Those people are really just wanting attention back to themselves. Like, look at me. Even in the storm that we just had here in Janesville, horrible storm. Horrible. I mean, it didn't completely take out a town, but they recorded 6 tornadoes that touched down, one of which was down for 11 minutes. It was, I can tell you, the rain and the wind that came prior to it was already vicious. The tornadoes that came down, it uprooted trees, it collapsed buildings, it ripped off roofs. It tore a community off on one side of our community. Now, these people have got new skylights where they didn't have them before. And they weren't planning to have a skylight in the middle of their living room. They weren't planning to rebuild a garage. They weren't planning for something bigger and better. But boy, oh boy, did they get it. Their lives are upside down. Now, in my belief, although, for myself, when, people tend to build bigger and better than they had before, thank goodness, they thought about a new roof, didn't get the new roof, they're going to get the new roof now type of thing. But, let's just look at the horror of it. So it's not like I'm going against my own belief system here, guys, because I truly believe they are going to get better than what they've lost. But the belief is it's not at a timing that they were expecting, and it's a whole community all at once. And when it's a whole community at once, that damage is going to lay there for a little while until contractors and people can get to it. Because when you have that many affected, oh boy, there's really not enough people to take on the work that needs to be done. But in groups, as every community has their Facebook group, there was literally a lady going, well, because, literally around communities set up emergency stations, emergency places for these people, for personnel, for emergency police departments and fire departments and all of this stuff to come together. A headquarters. We had a couple of headquarters, and I believe they're still there, for the people in the path of the tornado. Caught in a building, roofs down on them, trees through built. I mean, just the horror of it, right? And there was a woman, literally in one of these groups, going, well, when are they going to come over and take care of the water in my front yard? We've got flooding over here. Grant you got some flooding going on. Grant you the flooding is about knee deep. We get it. The water came fast and furious. Yes. Do you have lakefront property? Yes. Is the water going to go down? Yes. The storm drains that we have all over our streets are going to take a hot minute to catch up. But by tomorrow morning, if you don't go outside your house, you're going to be safe. If you don't try to drive through it, you're going to be safe. You're not trapped under a tree. You don't have a skylight. And I do understand that your feeling is just as valid as somebody else. But they complained and complained and complained and pointed fingers. And it was like, while you were on there complaining that you're not getting enough attention and you are literally dogging the people that just got torn apart, that water level is going down and down. Why? Because the rain has stopped. It's not going to get any higher. It's not. It's not coming through your front door. It's just not. The drains are going to take effect. And trust me, by that night, within a few hours, most of that water had been taken out by the drains. It wasn't going in. It wasn't going to get worse. The next morning, you weren't going to wake up to the same thing as you would to bed if you were able even to sleep in your own home. These people had no power. These people had no way of communicating. Families had no way of getting in to see if their loved ones were okay that they could not contact. And that's the reason emergency crews were there, is to make sure everybody was safe. Everybody was out of there. And families knew that their loved ones were okay. But again, we had people on there complaining that they weren't getting enough attention. And that's a really bad situation. That's a horrible situation. But sometimes we have to sit back and go, wait a second. Why am I screaming this? Do I just need to say, ooh, look at me? There's other ways of doing this. We see this with children all the time. Children coming home from school crying. I just had the beautiful time of talking with, I'm a grandma to another grandma that's also a mother of a child, a younger child, talking about how bullying is happening to these children that are in first grade. And why are they coming home with these feelings? Why are they coming home feeling like they're being bullied? And quite honestly, when you look at it, it's because the bully really does need this attention. Look at me. I'm jealous of you because maybe I think you're prettier. Maybe I think you're smarter. Maybe I think you have better shoes. Maybe I think you're a better person. And all of that stuff hurts me because I don't look at myself that way. So I'm going to reach out and attack you because, quite frankly, whether you're a child or an adult, your self-worth sucks. You don't have one. It's low. It's low. And that's really hard because I think, I think it's really important as children, we are told that you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are handsome. Oh my gosh, you are so smart. Look at how incredible you are. I want you to go look in the mirror and tell yourself how amazing you are. So as you're getting older, you have a good foundation. Because if you tell a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old, 6-year-old how fantastic they are, and you prove it to them all the time, yes, maybe they struggle with, some things. Maybe they struggle, but it doesn't mean they're not fantastic. I do this with my granddaughter, Addie, all the time. I mean, guys, she has grown up on this very stage. You've seen her through these years. And my beautiful granddaughter, Addie, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. She's so intelligent. She's so skilled. She's so phenomenal. But yet she'll tell herself she's stupid. That's a new word. I'm stupid. Why do you feel you're stupid? Well, my friend so-and-so reads better than me. That's okay. That's okay. You'll catch up. You're just not there yet. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It means that, you know what? We haven't studied those words enough, or we haven't practiced it enough. She's in gymnastics, And I can't tell, she's in gymnastics, and she just started this new gymnastics school not that long ago, literally 4 months ago. And she didn't level up the first time. We knew she probably wouldn't level up the first time. And she came home so sad. I'm no good. I can't even do a cartwheel. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm no good. And I went to her, I said, honey, okay, so you can't do a perfect cartwheel yet. Just means we have to practice more. And when you're able to finally nail that cartwheel, you're going to feel like $1,000,000, but it's because you're practicing. And we practiced that cartwheel for 4 months. And I will tell you what, they weren't the best cartwheels. I mean, she wasn't landing them. And her limbs were all cockeyed and bent and everything else. And they were looking more like rondoffs than they were cartwheels for anybody that knows what those two things are. But yesterday, the brilliance happened because I kept telling her mom kept telling her dad, everybody kept telling her, Eddie, you're amazing. You just got to keep trying. And one day you're going to nail it. And yesterday she did. And she nailed it at the perfect time. Why? Because we were at a baby shower. And quite frankly, the baby shower was done. We were cleaning up tables and chairs, and there was this great big open space. And there's this older girl that was in her teens that was in gymnastics for 8 years or 9 years, something like that. And Addie wanted to show her. She goes, look at my cartwheel. And Addie, for the first time, nailed a perfect cartwheel. Nailed it. And she came to her and she goes, well, I'm not very good at them. And she goes, that was perfect. And Addie's whole world went boof. And she went from a low self-esteem about not having a good cartwheel to a huge self-esteem. Why? Because we were telling her. And she came up to me. She goes, Nani, she said it was perfect. And I said, it was. And I told you were going to get it. You just had to keep practicing. Not to think bad about yourself. You just didn't have enough time in it yet. And she's like, Nani, you're right. And I'm going to practice more things because now she believes in herself. Why? Because she's built her own self-esteem. She did that on her own. Why? Because we helped her. And that's a big way of doing it with other people, whether they're 7 or 70, coming through and helping somebody else to build their self-worth, their self-esteem, helping somebody to believe in themselves, no matter what the feat is. Because when you help somebody believe in themselves, they will accomplish what they want to accomplish. That is the first thing. So when you see somebody literally picking on somebody else, or you yourself find yourself picking on somebody else, whether you think you're not, rethink your thoughts, guys. Rethink what is coming out your mouth. Rethink what is going on in your brain. Because if they are condescending, picking, bullying, anything, that is a reflection on yourself and your own self-worth, your own feelings of yourself. What do you need to give yourself to better yourself so that you don't feel like you need to put somebody else down to make yourself feel better? Because at the end of the day, I hate to say it, we're going to put some big girl pants on today. When we do that to other people, we have an issue with ourselves, not them. And I don't care if it's your next door neighbor, a person in your family, your enemy, or the president of the United States. If you are doing that, you yourself have got the issues. They don't. They are being who they want to be. Reconstruct your thoughts. Reconstruct your words. It's okay not to like what somebody else is doing. But it's just as easy to say, gosh, I really don't care for what they're doing, as it is to say, oh my God, they're so stupid, blah, 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 or whatever else is coming out. And I will guarantee you, when we reconstruct our words, when we reconstruct our thoughts, not only are you going to be a better person because of it. Because trust me, at the end of the day, you are going to start to feel amazing. I can't even tell you. Every time I reconstruct, I feel so much better about myself, not because I've reconstructed, but because I've taken the negative out of my brain. And when I don't have the negativity in my brain, I feel great I feel great. I feel awesome. I don't have the frustration. But I haven't put that into the world either. And it made the world a little bit better of a place because I didn't put the negativity out there. And quite simply, guys, for everybody that's out there going, oh my gosh, what can I do to make the world a little bit better place? What can I do? What can I do? They say that there's a war going to start soon, or is already there. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of news, and I probably should. But everybody says, what can I do to make a difference? That's what you do. Making a difference isn't going out and plowing the neighbor's driveway, although that helps. It's not going out and, paying for somebody else's meal, although it helps. All that stuff contributes. Trust me, all of that are amazing things that contribute in a huge fashion. But for everybody that doesn't have the ability to go mow somebody's yard, or doesn't have the money to pay for somebody else's meal, doesn't have the money to make a grand gesture and a donation into GoFundMe, it's okay if you don't. How do you still make a better world? Positive thoughts, positive words, uplifting people. You can do that on Facebook. You can do that on Threads. You can do that on TikTok. You can do it when you go to your stores, when you're out and about. You can just think it. All of that is what is going to change the world. Because when you start taking the negativity out, guess what happens? Positivity shows up. The world becomes more positive because people start to feel better about themselves. So let's stop pointing the fingers, guys, at others. Point the finger back. Change ourselves. And that's how we're going to change the world. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break. And when I come back, we're going to do our 5-card stud with the Goddess Power deck. I'm super excited about that.
Is your space aligned with your dreams? Do you feel inspired when you walk in the door? Carol Hyder can help you create a space that you love, where you thrive, and where you always want to be. Using her 29 years of experience as a feng shui consultant, teacher, author, and trainer, she can help you bring forth the inspired essence of your home or office, making a place where you feel whole and safe. Learn the specific feng shui adjustments that Carol has seen as the most important, such as determining which room in your home should be your favorite, why your stove may be affecting your health, and why your office may be holding you back. Contact Carol at 612-823-5093 or carolhyder.com to discuss the specifics with a personal appointment. By elevating the energy of your space, it becomes sacred and you will be forever changed. Contact Carol at Carol Hyder, that's CarolHyder.com.
Explore your path to higher consciousness with Kelly Wagner. Meet Kelly Wagner, a visionary founding member of the Community for Higher Consciousness, ready to illuminate your way and empower you to live your best life. With her unique set of tools as a knower and seer, Kelly goes beyond surface-level problems, uncovering the why behind your challenges. She fearlessly asks the questions that lead to the ultimate truth. Kelly's insatiable tenacity ensures that you receive top-notch creative solutions. Brace yourself for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as Kelly taps into her innate gifts, guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. As a psychic medium Reiki practitioner, co-host of The Being Curious Show, publisher of Edge Magazine, and master connector, Kelly's transformative approach creates win-win partnerships here, there, and everywhere. Let Kelly ignite your potential. Contact Kelly at edgemagazine.net and step towards a life aligned with higher consciousness. Discover more at you'vegotkelly.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I love that commercial. That's a new one. And by the way, that's Kelly Wagner. She is the owner of the Edge Magazine. She is the creator of the Edge Network. She is a phenomenal person. I love Kelly. Can you tell? I love Kelly. She is a person that uplifts people. And oh my gosh, all the time. Love it. Okay. Lee had written, I wanted to put these in here. She said, I don't watch news either. Thank you for that, because I'm not a news person. Walt Disney always says, when you point your finger at someone, there are 4 fingers pointed back at you. I love that concept because that's true. 3, not 4. That's okay. I'm going for the 4 anyway, because I'm like this. You got people that point one finger or 4, not 3. 3 is too hard. 3 is too hard. Let's go for the 4. Because this is how some people talk anyway. So there you go. We'll do that. But I do love that. I do love that. So, oh my gosh, it is so weird because I'm trying to figure out what's going on Facebook over there, but it keeps freezing. So guys, again, if I'm missing your comments, I'm sorry. We'll make it happen either way. So as everybody knows, this show, as soon as it is done in here later on today, it is going to flip into a podcast. Share the podcast out, guys. Share the wealth. Share the love. Love it. Do I need my glasses for this? I might. I love these glasses, guys. I'm telling you. They're just me. For anybody that knows me, I will tell you what. My perfect time in life would have been the Victorian time. Just so you know. Awesomely. I can't wait to see you there. But I'm a Victorian at heart. Even this last weekend when I was at an amazing event at Old Baraboo Inn. We were going for, celebrating 160 years of history there. Almost everybody came in the flapper period of time. That's what they came. Me, I went for like 1880 saloon girl. 1880. I was off because I didn't have the correct outfit, but I took a Renaissance outfit and did my best to make it saloon girl. And I will tell you what, everybody was like, holy cow, you look like one of the girls that would have been here. I loved it. That's my time period. So these glasses, although they've been way too big, it's the etching around the sides. It's all of that. I love these glasses. I love them. I love them. I like the big too, so I can see clearly. I think little ones would be too small for me. Oh, thank you, Lee. And yes, Moonbow event at Broadhead Manor. I want to note that because Lee did put it out there. July 20th, Moonbow event at Broadhead Manor. I will be there. So will my granddaughter. She's doing her temporary tattoos. I will be doing readings all day. It's going to be a great day. Okay, let's get back to our 5-card stud, which is the goddess power. It is the goddess is calling you to open up and reconnect with the universe in all her forms. The feminine aspect of the universe is rising to restore balance in the world. You will answer the call and receive her guidance. I like that. That just hit me. Will you answer the call and receive her guidance? I love that. Getting a tattoo. Yes. Who could we become if we knew how to reclaim our true power? Striking, elegant interpretations of 52 goddesses from cultures all over the world await you in the Goddess Power Oracle. A line of the ways calls you to your path. I read that totally wrong. A line of the ways calls you to your true path. Artemis offers to guide your arrow. Saraduin urges you to trust in the ultimate potential of your life. World-renowned oracle expert Collette Reid bridges the mundane and the mystical as she guides you on a journey of self-empowerment and fruitful manifestation. And Collette does. I will tell you what, honey, she is, anybody out there listening, Collette is the person for oracle decks. If you are looking to anybody, Collette is that person. She rocks an oracle deck. You give her an idea and she will create it, and the deck just rocks. Deck just rocks. And anybody that wants to take Collette in this, I would so welcome the chance to do a special special edition and interview Collette, because this lady rocks. I can't tell you how many of her decks I have brought on, showcased. There's not an author out there of decks I don't love. I really do. Colette's just got so many. So I do love it. Inside of her box, it says, magic is everywhere and the goddess will help you claim it. I love that. And this has got a tree of life. And anybody and it's really strange. I'm going to say anybody that knows me puts a tree of life with me. Not everybody that knows me knows I'm all about the tree of life, because do I have a love of trees? Yes. Do I put trees everywhere? Yes. Have I created trees on walls and across my ceiling? Yes. But people that don't, just met me will always put a tree of life with me. And I'm not sure why, but they do. I love it though. I do love it. So I do love tree of lives. We all know though, my ravens, my snow owls, my ravens and my snow owls. And that's one thing I don't bring out to a lot of people is my snow owls, but I love those. And it's not a Harry Potter thing. I love snow owls. So we're going to do our 5-card stud, guys. Anybody that is watching for a first time here, just a little explanation of what a 5-card stud reading is. It's not a personal reading per se. It's not like you're asking me a question and I'm answering that question in the deck. What it is you pick a card 1 through 5. You can pick 1 card, 2 cards, all 5 cards, whatever you want to do. That is totally up to you. And that is your answer for whatever question you're answering, or even if it is just kind of looking over your week. Also, at the very end, I'm going to put all the cards together for a full reading, okay? In that full reading, what we're going to do is, I just bring it all together, say, here you go. So potentially, guys, if you wanted, you could have 6 questions. You could have 6 questions and write down, and I mean, sometimes I urge this. You got a lot going on in your life. Break that down into 6 different questions. Put a number with each question, including, full reading with the biggest question of them all. And there's going to be your answers. That's going to be your answers for the week. So we come and we do this every Monday morning. And at the end of 8 weeks, because I am part of the magazine, guys, I do the reading for the magazine now. I take whatever is my favorite deck. Whatever is my favorite deck, I take that, okay? And it gets showcased in the magazine. It gets showcased in the magazine. I did submit my reading for the next edition last week. I picked the deck I loved the last 2 months. I'm not telling you what it was. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but I did do it. And it is out there, guys. It is out there for all to see. But I showcase it. So if you have made your own deck, send them to me. PM me here, PM Kelly at the Edge Network, whichever one you want to do. Get my address. I will, and then you ship me your deck. If there's a deck, you're like, oh my gosh, Dad, I just want the world to see. Again, get my address, ship me the deck. I don't go out and purchase these decks because if I did, oh my gosh, I'd be broke. But yeah, send me the deck. And there you go. We will showcase it. If you want, I will say, oh my gosh, so-and-so bought this deck and sent it to me to showcase because this is their favorite deck. Absolutely no problem doing that. If you want to stay more behind the scenes, I will keep you behind the scenes also. Okay. So, Yuka Ona, card number 1. How gorgeous. Oh my God, that artwork. Uka Ona, stillness. Uka Ona, stillness. To myself, I'm looking at that going, yeah, that's more about we need to stay still within our mind. But I'm going to see what she has to say in the book about it because I don't know which way to go with the book. I don't know which way this is. Okay, that's kind of what I thought it was. So when you're looking at this, it's not just the word stillness. It's also the image being frozen within itself. Okay, it's the image of both. So you're in this frozen state. You're in this stuck state. Okay, and it's really kind of looking at it from a different aspect because right now, whatever is going on in your life, if you pick number 1, you're feeling stuck. You're feeling like I can't go anywhere. Frozen in time, like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to get better? That type of feeling. Know that this is just a moment. This is just right now. It's not for eternity. It's not forever. It is just for this moment. There's a reason why you need to sit in this moment. There's a reason why you're going, wait a second. I need to take time for myself. That's why I'm feeling stuck, is I need to take time for myself. And I'm going to sit here until that answer comes to me or that this moment has passed. Because quite frankly, a lot of times we stay stuck until we get through what is in our mind and kind of go forward with that. I will give you some advice. If you pick card number 1 and you're feeling stuck, and you're feeling frozen, you feel like you can't move forward, clean your space. I'm not lying. And when I say clean it, I mean tear everything down. Clean it all. Get rid of stuff that no longer serves you. Re-put back what does. Put it back in a different fashion, whether moving the furniture around, changing the pictures, the same pictures on the walls into different places. Change up that energy. It's going to help you to unstick the energy and bring the new things to your mind and open yourself up to allow a difference to come in. How can you allow opportunities to come in if you're in the same space you've always been in? So card number 1 is really about getting unstuck. It's, knowing that it's for right now, knowing it's for this moment, knowing that it's needed, and knowing that it's time. The time is going to come that you're going to get out of that, but getting stepping stones to get out of that stuckness. Okay. Card number 2, 31. Truth. Mat. Truth. Ooh, I like that card. I'm looking at that card. I love it because I'm looking at the cards going, ooh, what are you saying to me? And I'm just looking at those eyes. Look at those eyes. First thing I see in that card are those eyes looking back at me, like staring me down. And then I see that energy of that heart coming through. Wow, that's a powerful card. That's powerful. And when I'm looking at this, ooh, she is literally saying, regardless of obviously there's a few different meanings, but the one that popped out to me was regardless of the nature of rebalancing, because this is about rebalancing of yourself. When you're looking at, those eyes popping out you, and then the heart center, this is truth with self. Okay. This isn't truth in anybody else. You're looking at yourself, your own truth, where you're at with this. I do feel like you are going through a rebalancing. You're going through a deeper level of getting into yourself and bringing that out. Okay. And when you're doing that, it's time to start to speak your truth. It's time to start to speak your truth. Okay. Because you've gone through this process, or you're currently going through this process. Okay. And you're finding a deeper level. So it's speaking your truth. Now, speaking your truth can be whether it is about yourself, or if you're seeing an injustice around you. It is about being truthful to yourself at your core. This isn't seeing an injustice and making something else up. It is, what does it mean to you, and bringing that truth out, because you've gone through a process of finding yourself. So gone through that, and then going from there is where you need to be. Okay. So it's about speaking your truth at every level. Okay. Card number 3 is potential. Ooh, THRU potential. THRU potential. Isn't that gorgeous? That is the cover of the deck too. I love that cover of the deck. Card number 9, THRU potential. Again, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going with this card. I just want to double check, because you know what? This deck, I feel like I need to go there, and I don't even know why. That it's time to course correct. Your alignment task is turn this around by releasing all judgment toward yourself and others, reclaiming those dreams you seem to have lost. Write down those dreams and set your intentions, because this card really is all about yourself. It's all about yourself. It's not just looking at first step is looking at yourself. You are worthy, all that you can do with yourself, because it is the potential of yourself. Okay. Potential of yourself, potential of the stuff you are doing, that you're interacting with, and going forward with that. And this card is telling you, oh my gosh, yes, if there is something you want to do that you have thought up, yes. Why? Because you are good enough to do this. You are good enough to make this happen. If you have stuff coming to you and you're going, wait a second, no. Yes, guess what? You are good enough. You are good enough. You are great enough. It is time for you to start seeing that within yourself. Okay. Because you have all the potential in the world to be that. Ooh, Lilith is card number 4, which is independence.
I made this for you.
Oh, thank you, buddy. See what he made for me? Oh my gosh. You did that in the box, didn't you? Thank you. Do you want me to keep it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep it right here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm almost done, buddy.
It won't float because it doesn't have any air.
Oh, I thank you.
Okay, let it go.
Let it go. No float.
Yeah, because I blew.
Did you give me your air? Did you blow this up? You gave me your air.
Yeah.
Thank you. You gave me the best part of you, your insides.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
What?
That was on the box.
Oh, thank you. That's okay. Thank you. So card number 4 is Lilith, independence. And when I'm looking at this card, what does it mean here? Oh my gosh. It is about being fearful. Okay. Looking at yourself and being fearful, looking at your fears. and getting rid of the belief that you've had within yourself. Okay. Okay, let me finish going here. It's about giving up those fears, because a lot of times, I think if you picked card number 4, you've had this fear of, can I do this by myself? I can't do this by myself. I don't know how to do this by myself. All those wonderful things that come into light. And this card is saying that, guess what? You can do this by yourself. You don't need the world around you to make this happen. You have everything between the knowledge, the heart, and the skills to be able to bring whatever it is you want to fruition, to make whatever it is happen. Even if this is going, oh my gosh, I need a new roof for my house, but I don't have the money. I have the money for supplies. I don't have the money for somebody. Guess what? You can make that happen. Why? Because either you're going to put it out to the universe, boom, 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 or you're going to YouTube how to do this. And guess what? You're going to be a rock star. Anyway, no matter how big or how small, and I know that seems like an exaggeration, but it's truth. No matter how big and or small something is, you're able to do this by yourself. Give up your fears that you need somebody else to do this or create it for you. You're a rock star in your own with that. Okay. So that's card is card number 4. We're looking at the last card on the deck. It is time. Ooh, Arena rod. I don't know. It's time. It's card number 3. Oh my God, how gorgeous is that? How gorgeous is that? It almost makes that card makes me feel like things are standing still. The
last one will be a circle.
Okay, buddy, you go make me a circle, honey. Okay.
I'll be like this.
Okay, beautiful baby. And when I'm looking at this, it says, "Don't worry, there's always enough time."
Now, do you love red?
I love red. I love red. Go blow that up for me, honey. And it's always about people thinking, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I don't feel like there's enough time. I don't feel like I'm, like I don't have enough in my day. This is the wrong time. I don't have enough time. Is this the right, all of it. It's all about time. And this card is telling me, guess what? You have enough time. This is at the right time. It's all happening right now for a reason. Even if it's the most, catastrophe you could ever imagine in your life, it's happening right now for a reason. It's at the right time. If this is looking at a thing of, oh my gosh, I'm too old for this. No, you're not. Guess what? It's the right time. If it happened earlier, it wouldn't have happened. Why? Because it was at the wrong time. So we're looking at this as time. Time is really irrelevant. Time is truly irrelevant in life. I used to look at myself and go, wow, I'm in my 50s now. It's too late for me to be a big star or whatever within what I'm doing. I'm like, wait a second, I could have 40 years left of my life. That means 40 years left. Why do I not have enough time? I have enough time. You have enough time in your life to do whatever it is you're going to do. And right now is the right time. Okay. So with that being said, I hope that helps you there. We will see Gigi later. Honey, I'm almost done. Okay. You've been an amazing little boy. Give me 5 more minutes.
Big.
Okay, you blow that big. So card number 1 was the stillness. Card number 2 was truth. Card number 3 was potential. Card number 4 is independence. And card number 5 is time. Okay, baby. When I'm looking at all these cards, I'm telling you, it's telling me right now to start looking with this. Oh boy, this is a week. This is a week that things are going to rock in your life. Oh my gosh. My whole body's starting to heat up and it's getting chills. Like this is the week that everybody's waiting for, because this week it's talking about right now. You're in the moment. You're right now going, oh my gosh, I'm in the moment. But you're figuring out who you are. You're done with that. You're done with that. You've done this. You've in this, and you're ready to start to explode because you've gone through your moments. You've gone through that stillness. You've gone through this. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? This type of thing. And this card is saying, you know what? You figured out who you are, and it's time to start screaming at this. And don't worry, because you are ready. You are ready. You are ready for changes. You're ready for your world to happen for you. You have become a person that is very strong in yourself. And right now is the time. Right now is the time to make all those things happen, all those dreams happen, because you're starting to have a belief in yourself, and you no longer have to look at others to make your life happen. You no longer have to look at others to create a self for you. And trust me, this week, yes, it's all about you, but it's about you going, wow, I've finally made it within myself. I finally came together, and now I'm ready for the world to happen for me. Why? Because I've gone through my trials and tribulations for this portion of my life, and I'm rocking it. I'm rocking it. It's finally complete. It's finally finished, and I'm coming back out of this. So for all the the solar flares and all the moons and all the energies of this year. You've gone through all of it, and you're blooming. You're coming out of it, and the time is now. The time is now for you, because you're coming out of your cocoon, you're drying your wings, and you're about to soar. So hopefully that helps you with that reading. I love that reading. Okay, so what is happening in my life this week? We need to change the page of my calendar. What is happening in my life? What is happening in my life this week? Oh my gosh, some really amazing things. Oh my God, really are. I am teaching my in-person day workshop of psychic mediumship beginners. My day workshop. It is at Song Books and Gifts in Janesville, Wisconsin. That tends to fill up pretty fast, guys. I can take that workshop there 4 or 5 times a year. It likes to fill up. Trust me with this. This is an amazing day. It's from 10 to 5, guys. We go through it all. My 2 months I put into one day. So, but remember, guys, this started as a one-day course. I changed it into a 2-month online thing. And for those people that really needed that 2 months to kind of go through it all, gosh, everybody wants to text me this morning. A bunch of spam texts, but everybody's texting me. But when we look at this, guys, oh my gosh, shush up already. It's just, all the names it's all spam that I'm getting right now. Apparently everybody else will be coming in later. But it is my one-day workshop. It is literally, it is my one-day workshop that is from 10 to 5 p.m. And I am going through all the history of psychic mediums. I am going through the clairs. I am going through the aura. I'm going through it all. We are just breaking it down. We are giving you so much, tons of practice, tons of exercises. And by the end of the day, everybody's doing 4 readings, 4 incredible readings. If you've ever went, I think I can do this, or I don't know what's going on with all this, this is a class you want to be at. And the camaraderie, the friendships, those unions, that community that's built from it. Why? Because quite frankly, people come together because they're not alone. This class changes people's lives. I can't even express it enough. This class changes people's lives. So if you've ever wanted to do it, my beginners, is this weekend, Saturday from 10 to 5 at Song Books and Gifts. Either get a hold of myself. You can get a hold of me. Just go to DeETTE Renee on Facebook and send me a message there. You can send me an email through my website at DeETTE.us, which is, DeETTE at DeETTE.us, which is an email for that. Or you can go straight to Song Books and Gifts and register yourself there. Ask any questions, any details you want, and I'm more than happy to give those to you. Sunday, I am doing a private house party. Sorry, guys, but it's a private house party that I'm doing Sunday. Well, I love house parties. And just, guys, I did open up my schedule for the summer for some house parties. If anybody wants those, I have some dates and times still available. If you would like to jump in on those, I would love to have you in. Yeah, there's that. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a great week. I know I'm going to. I can't wait to see you next week. This has been DeETTE here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. We will see you again all soon, next Monday morning. So have an incredible week. Shine like you all are. Bye-bye, guys.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeETTE. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeETTE. As a master teacher, DeETTE studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeETTE better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeETTE. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeETTE is simple. Just visit her website, DeETTE.us. That's DeETTE.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeETTE. Don't Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeETTE guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeETTE can help. Just visit DeETTE.us. That's DeETTE.us.